The man responsible for attacking and assassinating Minnesota lawmakers is expected to learn his fate today. Let's head over to the live desk. Maria Lizignoli joins us there. And Maria, we have new court documents uncovering details in this case.
Yeah, we do. And later this morning, a federal judge will sentence the man behind last summer's lawmaker attacks. The shooting rampage killed former Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark. It seriously hurt Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette, and their daughter Hope was also a victim. Vance Belter pleaded guilty earlier this month. In court documents filed this week, prosecutors said Belter's goal was to give Minnesota Republicans more control at the state capitol. Democrats held a very narrow majority. Prosecutors said Belter knew that, quote, by killing 4 state legislators, the inevitable result would be a shift in the balance of power in both legislative houses. We will have a crew inside that federal courtroom this morning when the judge sentences Belter. It's happening at 10 o'clock. Stay with us on the live desk to get the latest developments as they happen.
All right, we'll look for those updates. Maria, we appreciate that update. Thank you. Well, here's a headline for you. Just out of prison and back in handcuffs. Police in Brooklyn Park say they arrested a man who broke into 2 homes and sexually assaulted 2 women at gunpoint.
A SWAT team swarmed this Brooklyn Park townhome complex on the corner of Hampshire Avenue and Brooklyn Boulevard. Law enforcement in tactical gear moved in and out of a single unit, taking 25-year-old Darius Olson Baker into custody. Police say the first attack happened last Friday around 5 in the morning on the 7600 block of Hampshire Avenue North, inside a townhome just down from where Olson Baker was arrested. The second attack happened around 5:30 Wednesday morning, less than a mile away from that first attack.
There's a lot of things about this that really bother me. The nature of the crime, the way that our victims were approached in the middle of the night in their homes, the sexual assault with a gun by an individual who lives right next door and just got out of prison.
The chief says Olson Baker was released from prison on July 7th. That's just 10 days before the first assault occurred. Olson Baker is being held at the Hennepin County Jail and has not been charged yet. For residents in Hartkoff and Shingle Creek neighborhoods, there is a community meeting planned tonight at 6 p.m. to address these assaults. That is happening at the Prince of Peace Lutheran Church.
New this morning, more than $1 million was just approved to go toward helping the unhoused in St. Paul. The city council approved that mayor's request to transfer the funds from Ramsey County. This will be used to expand bed capacity at shelters in the city ahead of the encampment closing at Pig's Eye Park. That's set to happen August 5th. Next, the Ramsey County commissioners have to sign off, and they're expected to review that proposal next Tuesday.
President Trump issued a new threat towards Iran after attending the dignified transfer of multiple fallen U.S. service members.
CBS News' Jared Hill tells us the U.S. and Iran launched more strikes at each other overnight, and now there are concerns the conflict could be spreading to other parts of the region.
Overnight, a 12th straight day of U.S. strikes on Iran.
They're getting hit so hard, and they want to make a deal. But I say they're not ready to make a deal.
President Trump is now threatening that anytime Iran shoots at a ship in the Strait of Hormuz, the U.S. will, quote, bomb and destroy one bridge or power plant.
They're going to continue to pay a price, and every night the price gets higher and higher and higher.
Iran's foreign minister fired back. Our defense doctrine is clear, eye for an eye. Now, concerns the conflict could be spreading after Iran-backed Houthi fighters claimed an attack on 2 tankers carrying Saudi oil in the Red Sea.
I hope that will de-escalate because I think the Houthis, frankly, got snookered into this thing by the Iranians.
The escalations came the same day President Trump attended the dignified transfer of 4 U.S. service members killed in Jordan and Iraq last weekend. Among them, First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan, just 25 years old. His parents later flew on Air Force One with the president to a speech in Georgia.
We will carry Tyler's memory in our hearts forever.
Republicans support our troops.
In Washington, the House narrowly passed a budget bill that includes billions of dollars for the war. It now heads to the Senate, where members of both parties are criticizing the conflict.
I think by any objective measure, we're worse off than we were before the war.
You cannot claim to support the troops while leaving them trapped in a war with no mission and no end.
Senate Democrats say they'll push for another vote to curb the president's war powers. Jared Hill, CBS News.